Good morning. Continuing about the Dinim of Chanuka, with regards to a guest on Chanuka, a person who travels, happens a lot. So, there's a lot of machlokot, a lot of different poskim and situations, scenarios with regards to this matter, so I'm going to try to break it up. If a person's traveling alone, and his family stays home, wife, children, whatever it is, they light at home, he does not need to do anything where he is. Nothing. That's the halacha lema'aseh. That's the most preferable thing, regardless of time zone. Wherever he's traveling, if his wife is home, if his children of bar or bat mitzvah age stay behind, they light at home, he's yotze wherever he is, finished. What happens if he's traveling with his whole family? Or if he doesn't have really too much of a family, he lives alone, and he's traveling and there's nobody home? So over there, now he's staying by somebody. Let's say he's staying by somebody's house. So it really depends. If by the person where he's staying, this is called an halacha achsena, if the person where he's staying, he's paying him for all of his expenses, which is food, board, his room, utilities, all of the expenses are paid for. Over there, the halacha dictates that he doesn't need to necessarily light his own Ner Chanuka in that house, but he needs to be mishtatef bifrutot. He has to give a few coins to the Baal Habayit, to his host, in order to participate in the cost of the oil and the wicks. However, if he's not paying for all of his expenses, which means even if he's paying for some, if let's say he says, no, you don't have to pay for food, you eat with me, or he's not charging him for rent, for board in the room, or whatever it is, if he's not paying for all expenses, he doesn't even need to be mishtatef bifrutot with Baal Habayit. He doesn't even need to give him a few coins. Why? Because the poskim say, just like the Baal Habayit gives him whatever it is, let's say the food, whatever expenses he's foregoing, he also gives him his bechavanato le'aknot lo, to have him acquire some of the oil and the wicks, and he doesn't have to be mishtatef bifrutot. And once again, that's only when the person doesn't have anybody at home. For the same reason, Maran Zechron Bracha famously in Yechavedat discusses the halacha with regards to a yeshiva boy, a college student, a soldier who's abroad. The halacha is that the student, the yeshiva boy, the soldier, the seminary girl, when they're not at home, the halacha is wherever they are nigrar, they are still connected to the home. And when the father lights, the halacha is that the child, wherever he is yotzeh. So much so, even if the child is in a different time zone, even if the child, let's say, is learning in Eretz Yisrael, and the father is in America, there's a 7-hour difference, depending on what time he lights, it might even already be daytime in Eretz Yisrael. Nevertheless, he's still yotzeh. However, there is a chidush in Chazon Ovadia, Chanuka, Amud Kufnun. Maran Zechron Bracha posits, he says, that if the child, let's say, the father is in America, the son is learning in Eretz Yisrael, where he knows for sure that at the time of Adlakat Nerot in Eretz Yisrael, the father in America didn't light. How does he know that? Because at the time of lighting in Eretz Yisrael, it's 10 in the morning in America, right? So over there, bevadai, the father didn't light that. Over there, he still does not need to light. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't need to. But if he wants to light, he may, and he may even make a bracha. He supports that with several poskim over there. So that's some of the halachot of guests, yeshiva boys, college students, seminary girls, whatever it is. Bezat Hashem, tomorrow we'll speak about another thing that happens. Hotels becomes another balagan completely. So Bezat Hashem, we'll speak about that tomorrow.